What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete. I am a top player in Risk Global Domination. A daily release on YouTube. I do weekday streams on Twitch. And if you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels and come along the ride with me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the traditional form of Risk, Classic Fix World Domination. We are in the leading seat. So we start. Yeah, lose 3 on a 2. Those dice. How you doing, Angel Miner? What's up? Playing on my main account? Yeah, my main account is the only one that has the that's verified. So it has the ability to use the streaming tools. But fat lot of good it's been doing this stream. Ah, Magenta seems good. Quick and decisive play. I don't mind playing on my main account, right? There's really nothing more I can prove with ranked Risk. So I would love it if there was a way, if ranked Risk suddenly got like good again, and I could use it to, measure my ability. That would be cool. I would do that, but I'm not going to hold my breath. What streaming tools do you get with the main account? I'm not going to talk about what the streaming tools do. There would be no upside to discussing it. All right, the bad actors would just learn how to beat it quicker. Okay, so purple is a bot in South America. We're going to see 5v3? Yep. Okay, bot has a bonus. Don't want that. Gonna be a problem for Magenta though. Have you been flying back and forth? Yeah, I was in Florida for the last 3 weeks. Loved it. 3 weeks, the longest time I've taken off from playing Risk, I think, since I started. I felt a little rusty, but we're back. The stream setup is almost perfect. Little this and that, but mostly mostly the way I want it to be. Spawn's a little rough. Well, I mean, I lost fucking 3 troops on a 2. It would look better, I think, if not for that. But we're due, right? We're due for some good luck then. That's how that works. Turn 1 Australia for green. Looks pretty good. Heading out, Sprite side. Be well, man. Have a good day to you, too. Becky says, it looks really good compared to last night. Almost makes me think you should have basement streamed forever. It looks normal, right? Doesn't look much different. Like maybe the camera's at a slightly different angle on my face. Not much. The big difference is that the streaming software is over here now. Instead of up there, it's over there. So I actually have to look away from the camera to look at the redeems and shit. It's my better side now. Yeah, the other side of my face. Ugh, my bad side. I should never have shown you guys my bad side. You're not shoving yourself between a desk and a closet? No, I'm shoving myself between my kitchen counter. Come on. Did I not make a gambler's fallacy joke or what? That's funny. Lost a 5v2. What tips do you have for Classic Fixed FFA round 1? Is it these settings? What are the exact Classic Fix settings? How many pub subs did I eat? I had one, and it was delicious. It was a very delicious sub. These exact settings: easy bot, fixed, automated, alliances, nothing fancy. Expert bot. Okay. This plus, yeah, I have alliances on. Okay. Well, I mean, what would my advice be? Like, I have 200 of these on YouTube, 250 of these. So I could. What type of advice are you looking for? Do you not play Classic Fixed? Like, what's the fucking... Okay, if I was trying to think, what would be the basic beginner lesson? But she's not a beginner. I don't know what level advice Trendy's actually looking for. They're not Trendy, Kristen. I know you're not... Yeah, I know you're a GM, Kristen, so... You have, a lot of. Are you a okay? Are you a meta settings GM? What to do if you end up as the Asia stack? Pray. Feed or not feed kills, but like go for bounties to maximize points. You're a meta settings GM. Okay. When you don't play meta, you play classic map, but classic prog caps. So you're a prog caps player rather than a fixed world on player, is what I'm guessing. Eric says, set up a good alliance with someone you trust in the beginning. Be aggressive with them. That is excellent advice. If you never play caps on classic, okay, so you do play a bit of classic fixed. So the advice is, I think the single biggest piece of advice is watch out for the noobs, right? The noobs, imagine the noobs have like a fucking suicide bomber jacket on and they're just waiting to take you out of your tournament accidentally. How do you avoid that, right? You can see players' records. You can see who sucks. You can see who, that's what you're worried about? Exactly. I think that is the number one thing to be worried about, is someone accidentally syncing their game to sync yours in these tournaments. In my experience, it was less accidental and more on purpose. Ooh, green botted. Okay. Does Magenta want to be cool? Ha, dude, straight. I'll take it. Kyle says, I played Classic Fix with the top 5 players on Saber last night. Too bad that video isn't out for next week. It won't help with FFA. Who's the top 5 Saber? That's a great video. Nyes, Sea Monster, Bart, Carter, Frog. Wow, you got them all together. Good for you. I bet you it wasn't an hour. I bet you it was quick, nice and quick. We played 2 games. They were both insane. Yeah, the bot broke Magenta. That doesn't surprise me. Magenta need to deal with that bot. 2 games in 40 minutes. Yeah, that's how Classic Fix is meant to be played. You know what? I could link you. I don't know if this would help, but so I made it to the finals of a Classic Fix tournament. What was the name of that tournament? How would I even search for this? Here it is. This might not be super useful for a round 1, but this video is how Classic Fixed will be played at the high levels. This is a high level Classic Fixed game that is somewhat recent. It's called, if you search my channel, it's called
What?
The Finals on Fixed Friday Tournament Baby. And it's about a year ago. How you doing, Mullen? Welcome, welcome. Christian says, I can also go review on your videos, Pete. I've watched tons of them. I don't know why I'm nervous about this one. I don't think there's anything wrong with being nervous about them. Use the energy, right? Harness the nerves for good. You want to win. You want to do well. I respect that. Believe in yourself, too. Okay, I'm not going to take the bonus yet because I don't want the bot to target me. Ash says, if Magenta was good, he wouldn't guard Africa in the bot in SA. Well, he needs to hit the bot. Now more than before. Kristen says, I think that's a good reminder, too. I'm good at risk, so maybe just believe I'm good at risk. Oh, belief is a very strangely important part of being good at anything competitively, right? think about it this way. In order to make something happen, the very first thing you have to do is you have to think it. You have to believe it's possible, and you have to have the thought. And then the second thing is you have to make that thought real, either with your speech or with your action or whatever. Poor Magenta just got rocked by this bot. Fuck, what do we do about this? Yellow's going to kill Magenta now? Or just take Australia, because he's an Australia hunter. Oh, Green's crying. Yeah, too bad for Green. How you doing, AK Frozen Death? Thank you, man. Thank you for the sub. What's up? Kristen says, absolutely. Welcome to Olympic weightlifting. If you doubt you can hit the lift, you've already missed it. That's true. You know a thing or two about competition already. Forgot about that. Well, apply the lesson. Right? Apply your mentality to weightlifting, to your gameplay and Risk. Think of it. I actually recommend you think of it similarly. Achievement in any sport is quite similar to an achievement in a game, right? Yeah. Step 1, believe. Step 2, make it real. Lift that fucking weight. Lift that trophy above your head. Be like, yeah, I got this. Krauser says, confidence is arguably the most important factor. Without it, you're doomed. You have to believe something is possible. Are we saved by Green? He's going to break Africa, though. Or is he? So I don't know if confidence is the exact word I'm looking for, but like, in order for something to happen, the very first thing for a human being, the very first thing you have to do is you have to believe it is possible, I think. Ooh, live by the sword, die by the sword. Do I break purple? Yeah, I do. I don't want to punish Green for saving the day. Yeah. I'm not going to punish you. I'm going to help you. VB Craig says, now imagine Kristen deadlifting noobs. I am imagining it. Yeah. Madar Chodina. Hello. First time watching live. I watch everything on YouTube so far. Have a nice day. You too. Someone's going to get broken. It's still probably going to be me, but I did my part. Keep the bot's troop count a bit lower. I don't think we see 8v8. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. Green should be happy with that. That really does show some goodwill to Green. I also throw things over my head. The clean and jerk? I love the excitement for tournament time. I definitely know exactly how this feels. It was always a very exciting time for me. It's a bit bittersweet for me to not be able to compete, frankly. I do love it. It was always such a big part of the game for me. Green should hit purple here. I'll be kind of surprised if he doesn't. Because if Green doesn't hit purple, I can't, right? And then I'll let purple fucking break him too. As it stands, it looks like white is going to win this, but I would love to see you turn it around. Oh, yeah, it ain't over yet. Just because he has a bonus, there's still lots of game to be played. Becky says, my first version of Risk Pete I ever met was Tournament Pete. Yeah, he was very motivated, wasn't he? And try guard against the bot here. Arkin says, I used to love watching tournament games. It was sad to watch your enthusiasm wane. Still breaks me. Ooh, you could dice. Yay. I mean, we know why it waned, right? It just becomes impossible to prove the same point. Okay, we kill the bot. Good work, yellow. All right, we're going to be a 4-player game. Yellow gets Deadliest trapped harder from this play. I think the bot was everyone else's problem. But we'll see. We've entered a 4-player scenario. Okay. Sets up the Deadliest trap immediately. Good job. Good job. Ash says, if I was yellow, I'd leave the bot to smash red and green. Yeah. Yeah, the bot was kind of our problem, but I think yellow advanced the game state to their detriment. I just show full trust to green. Man, there's a world where I kill yellow, but I don't think that's this world. White was debating killing me. Yeah, well, now he can't. Lucky set. The luck is coming back around. Does yellow know he has to break the trap right now? Well, let's find out, man. He's got a set. What does he do? He's going to chip Afghanistan and turtle up. And the trap is set. All right. Deadliest trap. So, folks, if you're new to Classic Fix Theory, white is generating +5, green is generating +5, I am generating +5, yellow is generating +2. This board position is a 3-player Deadliest trap. I forget who coined the term. I think it was Phil. And these 3 points, white's guard, my guard, green guard, and then we advance the game state by preventing yellow from getting out of the position. And then we will be in a 3-player scenario. Yellow stack is locked, right? Everyone's getting +5 except for them. Classic 3-player Deadliest trap. I like that I ended up being one of the halves in this game. We can each advance the game state by throwing like 10, 15 troops into yellow, but that would require a bit of coordination. Looks like a fine time to do a Q&A question. So this one is from Vince. Hey, Pete, asking for a second opinion. I'm naturally interested and have a deep pull towards history and philosophy, influencing historical events, decisions, and characters. I've not until now seriously considered making a living out of it and studying at university, Bachelor of Arts in History. Someone who knows me very well recommended it to me because I know a lot about the matter already, and I never miss the opportunity to reference historical facts and stories. We don't attack white. We attack yellow is what we do. Since you studied philosophy but now no longer pursue it full-time and work in a different area, it came to my mind that I'd be interested in what your opinion is. Pursuing something for its own sake because of intrinsic motivation or being more pragmatic? Great question. So the answer with school is that school is very expensive, okay? If you can afford it, cool. But make sure you can afford it. Don't start taking out tens of thousands of dollars worth of debt for a degree that is not going to reciprocate that much monetary value. That should be obvious, right? That should go without saying. But I will say that what I do right now for a living is talk. I talk for a living. And there's a ton of overlap between what I studied in school, RE philosophy, and what I do now. I like talking about philosophical ideas. I like giving you guys an opportunity on the show to have a discussion about ideas, a place where, you know, the closest thing to free speech is still possible on the internet. I think this is the thing that, you know, a fairly large subset of stupid people miss about my show, right? Is that I do not have any sort of political position I'm espousing. I'm not trying to sell you on any sort of belief system. I'm not trying to get you to think like I do. I'm not trying to get you to agree. I actually don't care. My beliefs do not require that other people believe them. What I do on the show is I allow you, the viewer, to ask questions, and I answer them in that way. Right? An honest answer is so hard to come by. Is he going to kill yellow? He is going to kill yellow. Okay. That came out of nowhere. We're going to find ourselves in a 3-player game now. Where green and I can still team on white. I'm not open to white. Let's see if white wants to attack green. What's your move, Tilted? Hope white isn't good. Yeah. Me too. Yeah, white's good. I get third. Green fed the game for second. There you have it. Fuck you, Calmer! Hey, man. All right, GG. That was good. How do I answer your question, Vince? Don't waste your money on school if it is not going to give you that back somehow. I got a university degree 20 years ago. I was able to not go into debt to do that. I was able to work my ass off to pay for my school. I also grew up in a place where 90% of my high school went to university. I grew up in a very rich neighborhood, so it was just assumed that everyone was going to university pretty much. So I kind of languished in this ennui, in this like listless 2 years at the University of Toronto. And then I eventually dropped out and started my business. Now, had I started my business years earlier, I might be further ahead financially today, but financially is not the only thing, right? What are you building with your education? Are you working on a postgraduate degree? Are you learning skills that are going to help you in the rest of your life? Are you making connections, right? There's so much else going on with school. So it's not too simple to say, you know, do this or don't do this. And I'm certainly not here to tell you how to live your life. But if I could go back in time, I don't know that I would have gone to university because school doesn't really work for me. I'm a very self-motivated learner. The structure of school doesn't help me. And I always did the bare minimum to get to the next stage. So my philosophy degree, we don't know, right? We don't know how much it's helped me in my life. Certainly not nothing. But that's how I'll answer your question. Just be careful. Be careful to measure the costs against the benefits. All right. So, yeah, I mean, Immediate win for White. Well played. White seems good. Green fed the game there. Too bad it didn't go my way. Kristen says, I do think it's helped you generate viewers. I think a lot of your viewers watch for the conversational aspect of your show. Thank you. I hope so. Every time I try to make strictly non-gaming philosophy content, it does terribly. But it's nice to know that a decent chunk of you guys are interested at least a little bit in what I have to say. Defeating one beginner, one novice, one expert who bought it immediately, and losing to a beginner and a master. GG Tilted, you played well. Folks, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found some of it fun and entertaining, maybe even a little bit educational and informative. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, what can you do? You can subscribe to both of my channels. That's right, 2 shows a day, 14 shows a week for your viewing pleasure. I even have additional bonus content on the Patreon and the YouTube memberships. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everyone who asks the questions in my YouTube comments, in my Q&A thread. I love talking about ideas in a way that isn't preachy. I am just a man trying to figure things out. I'm often wrong, as are you. Thank you for watching. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.